Hello, everyone.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, y'all.
Guys. Hi, Cassandra. Good evening. Good evening.
Hi,
Good evening.
What's happening? Happy Sunday.
Hi, Irie Lynn.
Hi, Darnay. How y'all doing? Hi, Tayana.
Hi, everybody.
Can you see the comments?
Say hi to everybody. Yeah, individually. Yes, I love it.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, Shasha.
Hey.
Do y'all consider Sunday the first day of the week or Monday?
Yep. Nope. Sunday.
Monday? Sunday?
Sunday.
That's
Monday.
understandable. That's why I feel like Friday should be Saturday and Saturday should be Sunday. If Sunday is really Monday.
No. Leave it how it is. And Sunday is the first day of the week.
Because like
You need like a Sunday and
Sunday
a Sunday
is still like an off day. Like Monday is like back at it.
Right.
I love Mondays. Mondays is my favorite day of the week. It really is.
Yeah. How was y'all weekend?
This is it. Not no Monday.
My weekend was good. I was outside, y'all, this weekend. Not outside, but I definitely went and I unwind this weekend. So it was definitely fun. It was well needed. I realized I can't be doing a lot of things I used to do as far as like dancing, drinking, and trying to get up and work in the morning. Before I could do it. But now
Right.
I need still hurt from Saturday.
The triple combo don't work no more.
Nah, when you hit your 30s, it hit a little different.
And the crazy thing
it
is,
do hit a little different though. It do. It don't happen right after 30, but like 2 months after 30.
But I was like, preparing myself 2 months in advance. Like I started doing yoga, I stretch all the time. So I was getting ready. I was preparing because I keep hearing about it. So I don't know.
Oh my god.
How was your weekend? What y'all
My weekend was great. I ain't had no kids all weekend.
Yes.
I'm just trying to live my best life,
Shout out to Vera.
Be a little grown,
That's good.
And I also went to go see that Halloween movie.
I was gonna say, I see y'all both seen the Halloween movie. Y'all know I don't do scary. How was it?
It was
I liked it.
To me, I liked it.
I definitely liked it.
I liked
Kids were scared. They talk about turn the stove light on. Nyla don't want to sit. Nyla don't want to sit on the end of the couch. She's scared, putting pillows all there. Like, what's that gonna do with Michael Myers in here? What the pillows gonna do for you, girl? The pillows ain't gonna do that for you.
I feel like I want to see it though, because I've been hearing good things all week about it. So I feel like I want to see it, but I gotta see it during the daytime, and I gotta see it with somebody.
Right. I think if you are a real like Halloween fan, like Halloween the movie, a real Michael Myers fan, you're gonna like it. But if you didn't see the one before this one, you have to watch the one before this one first, and then watch this one.
Right.
Because it's a continuation.
Okay, I feel like I stopped watching them after a while too because it became like a weird porn after a while. Or is that Jason? Wait, Michael?
Yes.
Oh no, that's Jason. That's a Jason movie.
I was confused. You see my face?
I'm like, where we going with this?
Yeah, like
Michael the
what?
one with
I missed that part.
Michael, the one with the janitor suit on
Yeah.
and the white face. Okay, see, I'm still scared of Freddy Krueger. Girl, bye.
Girl, me too. And I'm sitting there talking to the kids like, let's watch another one. They like, girl, get out of here. Girl, bye. I'm still scared of Freddy. The original Freddy, not new Freddy. New
The
Freddy,
new one
like,
weird.
yeah, he too like cool. Like old Freddy. Old Freddy scary as hell.
I don't know if it's me.
You know
These
what?
movies not really scary no more. They funny to me.
Yeah, they do add a lot of comedy into it. Like it wasn't that much comedy back in the day into the movies. I guess because the times have changed, but I was in here like, oh.
Let me check it out. I'm gonna check it out one day. Once I find somebody to watch it with during the day, I'm gonna check it out. Did y'all watch the Chucky series?
Yeah. Clara loves scary movies. Cassidy too, especially Annabelle. She could watch that shit over and over and over again.
I'm scared of Annabelle.
I watched it. It was kind of whack to me, Donnie. But it's just the first episode, so we'll see.
Yeah, I did watch the first episode. When does it come on? The Chucky series.
Oh, they got a series?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's whack.
It was kind of interesting, and then it kind of got like, I was like, all right, but I'm gonna watch the second episode. I'm gonna give it 3 episodes. If I can't get with it by the 3rd episode, then it's a no for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays. Okay.
This not a scary movie or anything, but y'all gotta check out Our Kind of People.
Okay.
The show is a show. I don't know who it like. I watch it on Hulu, but it's such a cute show. Like it's just a cute show. You gotta check
What is it about?
I'm still trying to fill it out.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and it was dragging. It was
really? Okay. You didn't like it?
The first episode, the first.
No, you gotta keep watching it though. No, you gotta keep watching it. You do it for real. You gotta keep watching it.
Well, what's it about?
All right.
Is it our kind of people, like black people?
Girl,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's black people. Yep. The whole study black, and it's just a beautiful cast and everything. And basically, one of the girl moms died, and whatever, she moved to somewhere she used to, she moved somewhere where her mom was like working at and whatever. Basically, her mom was a side chick. She wound up having her. The father didn't want anything to do with her, but come to find out, she found her sister. She knew who her dad is now, and then it just go from there.
Interesting.
That's some real hood shit right there. Our kind of people.
Hi everyone. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, but it's crazy because they real. Yeah, you gotta check it out. So for everybody who tunes in,
hold on, babe. You're lagging a little bit.
Like
so they can't hear you.
It got a little spicy.
Hold on.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, guys. Did you hear us?
You know why? Because I can hear y'all good.
Okay.
It's fairly. I'm gonna be completely honest because I need to pay my Wi-Fi bill. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I set it up for they could like take it out. So I guess they're gonna say that on Monday. So yeah, because I realized it's a connection on one bar, and I'm like, all right, come on, like I knew I could have took that money out. So yeah, that's what's happening probably.
Oh, okay, yeah, so they're trying to play with your connection.
Trying to play me out, you hear me?
But what Shauna said was last week it got a little spicy.
Yes. If y'all didn't see last week's episode, is always up. Go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page. All the episodes is up. But last week was spicy.
Yes, girl. We was getting into some things and stuff. Somebody was antagonizing me on here. Is she
Yo,
on? Where our girl at? We finna
I
add
did
her
not
on
see
one day.
her.
We don't see her
I did not see
today.
anything.
She probably like F this podcast.
Hi, Melanie. Thanks for joining.
No, that's so funny. But what do we have in store today?
Yeah.
What do we
Today,
have in store
Our
today?
first topic.
today we want to talk about letting your children spend the night out.
Okay.
This is this can go mad ways. We all know,
It
like
could. It could. Well, I'm
can
gonna
be
speak
mad different ways.
for me. Um, my kids do not. Ever since they've been born, they do not spend a night out unless it's Grandma Vera house or Godmommy house, Godmommy Sabrina. Other than that, my kids have never spent the night out. I think one time because their cousin had a sleepover. But other than that, my kids spend the night with the same people all the time. Um, that's just what it is. And I don't really let them spend the night out nowhere until maybe they're able to talk a little something. Like
Girl, they talking now.
they are. They are.
No, I get what you're saying.
But
For the people
I'm
that don't
saying
know,
when I
kids
first
do
let
know
them
how to
spend the
talk.
night out, maybe like 2 years old. That's probably when I really let them just.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, definitely when they're able to communicate and verbalize things for sure.
right. Because it's a no for me.
Definitely feel you on that one. I think I just started
No,
letting Nyla spend a night out by herself, like to her friend Gabby's house. Like you said, like people in your safety network is, you, Grandma Donna, Grandma Christina. Well, my kids don't even call her that. They called her Mama. Both the grandmas is Mama,
Mhm.
and Nicolette, and that's about it that I could think of. Like, and all the kids usually come to my house, so
Right. Right.
I'm really sitting here thinking, like, when did I start letting guys in the house? And so the dynamic of like our friendships, like my best friend, he stay over there because that's his cousin in Pool House, and that's pretty much it. He don't really like. Oh no, and my other friend. So all the people house he stay at is his cousin's mothers. That makes sense.
Okay.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, like he's with family. Yeah, he's still with family, so he just stay out at family house. But like friends and stuff, he ain't got no friends. Like, so no, and I still don't even think I would let him stay out nowhere. And I don't really like having kids stay over my house as much. If like I have kids stay at my house, it's probably like once a month. No. Probably like 3 times a year. Cause y'all, I don't like kids.
I know you
But y'all know
don't.
this already.
I know you don't. You do not be beat at all.
Like it's to the point that the kids know I don't like kids. They be like, I know, Shauna, you don't like kids.
Yeah.
No.
Darnay. Cassidy spent the night at your house before for Tati's sleepover. Did she, or was that the time when she was like, I want to go home? She was supposed to spend the night, and she was like, nah, I'm out of here. Because she got into this phase where she don't even want to spend the night at grandma's houses. Like, she'd be like, I'm trying to kick it with you. And I'd be like, oh boy. But that's my road dog.
And
That's
plus, as far as the girls, they couldn't spend the night where early if I wanted them to, because I don't know if you know, Shauna, you know, boo. Both of my girls were, after they was like born, once they hit like 1 week, they both had seizures.
Mm-hmm.
They was on medication for a whole year. So I wasn't letting them stay nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is scary. Yeah, definitely.
You caught that?
No, like
Oof, girl.
Yeah.
Maybe her eyes still trying to figure out how to work.
Nah.
She was calling me, and I was like, she was like, "Boo, her eyes keep rolling." I'm like, "What you mean rolling?" And she like they rolling back of her head. I'm like, "Well, she is still a newborn, so maybe she ain't figure out her eyes yet. Like her eyes not focus. I'm trying to, because you don't think when you think seizure, you think shaking. You know what I'm saying? That's what you think. So, she ain't say nothing about no shaking. So I was trying to
shaking. It was just like both of them, their eyes went in the back of back of their head, and they just got real stiff, like a board. And I was like, no, something ain't right.
Okay.
So we found out that they both had seizures at 1 week old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank God you was paying attention for a first time mom, girl, because a lot of people wouldn't have. A lot of people would have just thought that was a part of, parenting, like, or babies or newborns, like, because I damn sure didn't know. I was like, maybe her eyes. I don't know what.
No, because some newborns, they eyes, the eyes.
Yeah, like they eyes, like they trying to figure it out still. But thank God you was on it as you should have been, because.
Yes, thank God. So ever since they was 1 week old, they never had another seizure. Thank God.
That's right. Let's clap for that. Y'all ain't gonna clap with me? Donna frozen.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's going on?
Let's get into these comments. My mama said, no, and no. Family only for me. COVID is still here and no visitors.
Don't listen.
Darnay says, it depends on the person and how they treat my kid. That's definitely for sure. Not only how they treat my kid, but how they treat their kid too.
Right.
For sure. Yes.
What do you guys think? How do y'all feel about your kids? I mean, some people comment.
Yeah, Tati did stay with me. Cassidy wasn't beat. Tati did stay with me. We don't have hotel sleepovers. It'd be mainly for birthday parties, though. You know what I'm saying? Like birthday occasions, and you know me. I'm quick to pull the mattresses off the bed and put them in the living room floor. Like everybody about to rock out. Everybody, we about to put a movie on. We about to, I ain't had a good sleepover in a while either.
You good with the kids?
I used to have like 7, 8 kids at a time.
I think you owe us too. Remember, you're supposed to.
I do. I said I was gonna get all the god kids together and all the cousins, and I know what I said. I know what I said.
All right, I'm back, y'all.
Okay, you done switch locations on us or whatever.
Girl, they trying to play me for real. Like you just a couple days late and shit, and they would have like you playing with your Wi-Fi. Like, I had things I had to do.
Veronica says,
I feel like everything just
only at a few people's house. I don't trust too many to keep them safe. That's understandable for sure. And I think it all depends on. I think a lot of people are reluctant because they know their kid. You know what I'm saying? Like some kids cry a lot, some kids whiny, some kids don't go to sleep at a regular time, some kids, So when parents know how their kids are, I think they be like, nah, you could just keep this one with me.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm the same way unless it's one of the grandmothers. If it's one of the grandmothers, y'all look, they came from you because I came from you. He came from you. So.
And my kids, they needed a lot of milk in the middle of the night. If you wasn't willing to put no milk in the cup, you wasn't willing to put no milk in the middle of the night. They wasn't spending the night anyway.
Because you wasn't gonna leave my kids thirsty. Damn, it's cold in here.
I told you it's cold. That's why
I told you my air come on like every 15, 20 minutes.
You did say that.
It's the vent right here. It's blowing directly on my neck. You don't see me. You don't see me rubbing
I must say,
myself.
I got them shoulders up. You trying to keep warm?
I can't put them down. Look, over here shivering, shaking like a stripper. This is it.
You so funny.
Yeah, so that's yeah, but you definitely have to be careful because you don't know how people are. People could always put on a face for who they want you to be. Like I've been watching too many documentaries and too many stories about people mistreating these kids and they kids, adopted kids, and I don't understand it. But I would hate to be the person that would harm one of my kids because I might take yours. Look, my kid got to go, so does yours. That's how I feel.
Something happened to one of my kids, and ain't nothing you could tell me. Ain't nothing you could.
Don't even try to talk no logic into me because it's like you said, there's nothing that you could say.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Darnay, go ahead. I'm sorry, babe.
I guess. Thank you. I guess that I just like Kai the only kid, so I allow him to stay at his cousin's house and stuff because he do get bored. And now he's at the stage where he's more verbal, where it's like, "Mom, can I go stay at my cousin's house?" And and I trust anybody else in my kid with, I trust them with my kid to the point where I don't have to call. Like when my kid away, I don't really call and check on him, and it's not because I don't care. I just know that he's good regardless. You understand what I'm saying? And realistically, he don't want to talk to me. He don't be caring about me. But other than that, I think he good. So I'm not really worried about the whole staying out thing. And even with the whole, because I seen your mom say something about COVID, but realistically, he been around the same people, since this all started. So he, you know what I mean. So I'm comfortable with him going over there and doing his thing. Because he, like we say, he need a break from me as much as I need a break from him. So if that's what you want to do, you can go.
That's what I be trying to figure out. But some of these kids act like they don't need no breaks from me.
Girl.
Like, dang, y'all ain't tired of me? Because I'm sure enough to use me a little breaky break. Golly. Darnay says,
Thank you, Tana.
I was actually shocked that Tati asked to stay with her brother's mother. And she lives in PA. Usually it's a no for her, but she is actually comfortable, and me and BM do have a relationship to have that kind of bond. That's excellent. That's excellent that you Aunts BM can have that type of relationship. That's what's up. That's needed because at the end of the day, the kids are siblings, so you always want to keep that open line of communication and trust open because at the end of the day, y'all be having each other kids. Even if the dad is there, you still want to make sure that the significant other is trustworthy and not mistreating or harming your child in any type of way. So that's what's up, boo.
Because you don't get a lot of that. So when you do, that's healthy. That's good.
For sure. Veronica says,
I think she's super happy that my child is our only child.
You are?
I really am. Huh?
I said you are?
Because I don't have to I'm good with people, and I know if it ever came down to it, I can be cordial and communicate and stuff. But not all women are like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I'm the only you know what I mean? I'm the only baby mom and he the only baby dad because not everybody can be an adult like that.
Yeah.
And if so, it probably takes some time.
Definitely.
Some situations probably, some people are just mature. Like when you really don't have an interest in the other person anymore, it just makes it so much easier to just do you. Like I'm definitely that mother though. Like I want to know her. I want to be her friend. Like if this is somebody that you're taking seriously to have around the children, I want to know her. We need to go on girls dates. I need to see what type of person she is. Like I need to know if she like to play with clay and sprinkles and glitter. Because some people they get aggravated too quick, especially if the person does not have kids. You know what I'm saying? So they might be like, send these little kids home, like to their mom. You No, but yeah, I definitely need to know her. Hey, friend, how you doing? I'm mom. What you want to be called?
Yeah, that's me, definitely.
Okay. Veronica says I only trust a few family members with mine. I actually feel they're safer with some of my friends. Girl, your name is Veronica. Everyone on here know your name. Nadira. She just had to say something. Darnay says, and trust me, it took a long way for us to get to this point. I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. But the best part is that y'all got there because some people never get there.
Yeah, because look, I probably will be the one to take it's going
You probably not. You probably gonna be the one not to get there, boo.
yeah, it's gonna take a little minute.
You're white. You
little
are
minute.
white. That's different.
I can't even see. I can't even see you or Dave with anybody else besides each other.
No, me
Like
neither.
that's
I
just so
can't.
funny in my head
Like
to
even
think
thinking
about
about
that.
it,
Like,
I'll be
just
trying to think
thinking
about it
about it,
either.
like
I can't. I'd be like, girl, what? You said who? Dave got what? You got what? Girl, get the fuck. I would not. I would not take that
just saying.
seriously at all.
Like, are you talking
At
another language? Like, what are you talking about? That's how I be. Like it's just. Mm-mm.
Y'all gonna know what I'm serious.
girl, ain't gonna be no. Ain't gonna be no. So that's right. That's right.
That's right,
Right.
sister-in-law.
Death do y'all part. Death. Okay, in sickness and in health.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I know for a fact. Like, if I was to marry somebody, I don't care what we going through. You're dying if you think, you know what I mean? Like,
Wait,
because
wait, wait.
to get a divorce is mad bread. I heard, and I'm not I'm not even married. Like, you got to pay all that money, and then I got to pay to divorce you. So yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Not even the bread. Like I just feel like respect your vows. Like that's why I just
Period.
think that people should not get married until they're absolutely ready.
Yeah.
I don't care how long it take. If you're not absolutely ready, don't do it because in the end of the day, you're not gonna be wasting nobody's time but yours and that person's and the energy and it look.
Yeah.
Don't do it until
The
you're ready. If you
family's time.
Definitely. It's a
Everybody
lot
for
to
real.
do with marriage. People think it's just a breeze or they just want the
yeah,
ring. Like it's a lot to come with marriage. A lot.
right. And
First of all, I was
relationships be hard
engaged.
before the marriage, so
Right.
No, for real. Like, I was engaged, and then once I feel like once I actually got the ring and I was engaged, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I could do this. Like, yeah, no, I'm okay.
It's not for me.
Yeah, like marriage is for me, but it's just like so much things that I accepted and I forgave. And it's like, okay, I'm doing this now as a girlfriend. But like once I'm married, like I can accept it, I can forgive it, I could do all that. But then realistically, like he not going nowhere, I'm not going nowhere. So do I really want to deal with this for the rest of my life with certain things? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because you could keep forgiving somebody, but like when you going, you know what I mean? It was just a lot, and
right.
it just was like, oh no, I'm okay. Like I don't want this forever.
Yeah.
No shade.
When you just in a relationship, you got like, listen, this is your time to.
Do what you
But
gotta
when you're
do.
in a marriage, it's like, oh man, you can't just leave. You want
Ain't
to
no
leave,
time
you
for none
know?
of that. None
Some
of that.
people just leave now. Some
Right.
Now
people
We gotta
some
do
just
people
none of that.
do.
leave.
Some people do.
Some people be out here with whole relationships, living in the same house
But now I'm like
with
that.
the same husband and wife. Like,
Sleeping in separate bedrooms, like
girl, who doing
No,
all
see,
that?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Like I'm one of them
Mm-mm.
people. I am.
Mm-mm.
Like
Get out
now,
my
it's so
space.
funny. Like I'm one of the people. If you upset, like I always said, like if I was to get married or if I was to like be in a relationship after, everything, I will want to get an extra room. Like so, we're gonna have a guest room. So when you're upset, instead of you leaving and going and get another room, and then you be sad. Next thing you know, you got holes. I mean, you got people in there. Go in the room down the hall. You go do.
Mm-hmm.
You take it out in that room. This is
But
my
I'm not
room.
even
So
just
I'm
talking about being mad at each other. Like I know somebody and they in two separate bedrooms every night.
I
Mm-hmm.
want two separate houses, and then we have a hallway to connect. For real.
I just need a room. Like it don't even have to have a bed there. Just to have my space, a prayer room, a she shed, whatever it is. I think when people buy houses, when you get to that level of success and responsibility, and you buy a house, if you can afford to get a house this big, I think that the man and the woman should have their caves. I think that
Yeah.
it is very important to have personal space
Mm-hmm.
and
No,
alone
for
time.
real.
And you don't always have to leave out of the house. If you want to have your girls come over, if you want to have your guys come over, you know what I'm saying? Take it to the she shed, take it to the man cave.
Yeah.
Like, when you're pissed
Mhm.
off. I'm just gonna go to my room and calm down real quick because I don't want to fuck you up in here, stuff like that. Like,
I
but
need
all
more.
of
Yeah.
that, look,
I need a she shed.
yeah, give me the she shed.
Because if I have a ladies' night, David just leave the house. He'd be like, "I'll be back."
He sure do.
Yeah, no, they
He sure the hell
And
do.
if I get upset, I just go in the bedroom, close the door.
He sure do. He like, all right,
Call
that's
me when everybody leave.
hmm that's so funny.
Let's see.
Shara says, I feel like till the right person comes along, it's hard to commit.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
now when you say
Well,
commit, yeah,
Right.
what do you mean? Like commit to that one person? Because there's like dating.
Mhm.
Because I think our generation got dating kind of screwed up. Like, and I think it's more so for females. Not all females, but a lot of females feel like if they're talking to one person, even if they're not committed, that they want to just talk to that one person, and that one person is supposed to talk to them only.
Mm.
But
yeah.
that's an expectation that you shouldn't put on anybody unless you guys have made that clear for each other. So, then there's dating, and then like
I feel,
relationship, like
Yeah.
boyfriend,
yeah.
girlfriend, and then like,
I feel like dating, like the dating stage, you should have more, like not multiple friends, but like dating is like, you have that person you go have drinks with, go eat with, then you have that person that you just want to go play pool with or do whatever with. But then, like, not saying you have options, but like that's dating to me. Like, I feel like I'm trying to date right now, but like my dating is like, let's go have drinks and do stuff like that. Like, not intercourse or anything, you know what I mean? But
mhm.
definitely like some type of having fun type of thing, because
Right.
everybody get wrapped up in labels, and like what is a
Yeah.
label really, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know,
See,
dating, you're right.
I don't think I could date in 2021 or in the future because I think that everything is intertwined into sex. Like
Oh my
sex
goodness.
is expected. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of guys, that's their MO. I don't think that a lot of guys, I mean, not at least the people that are in my vicinity that I see like on Facebook or you know what I'm saying, like social media or people that I know personally, I don't feel like their MO is to date a girl to get to know her,
Mm-hmm.
to see what she's about, to see where it can go. I think that they're dating to smash, like to have
Yeah,
a friend with benefit, and there's nothing wrong with
and I
that,
feel
but
like
that's just not my type of
that's why
like,
you got to put your foot down. Yeah, you got to put it down in the beginning. Like, listen, I want this, that, and the third. And some people not, as blunt like that. But like, if I'm going into a situation, hey, I'm not here for sex. I want this, that, and the third. And I think that's such a like, it's just like whack stuff. Like, everybody don't have to have sex all the time. Like, I put up a status this past week. Like, why everybody want to hump? Like, can we just can men and women just be cordial where we could just go hang out and do whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because like once you like, because I'm at a point in my life where like I don't want any more, I don't, sex is deeper than just sex, you know what I mean? Like, it's like soul connected and stuff like that, and I don't want to bring unnecessary energy into my space, but I do want the company of a man sometimes, you feel what I'm saying?
mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, so this this like dating right now is so weird. And mind you, I never really went through the dating stage. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I never dated. I always just, oh, I like you. We together. I had boyfriends, like long-term relationships. Like I never dated multiple people at one time. Like, oh, I'm gonna go out with Charles on Monday, then I'm gonna go see Steven on Thursday, and then me and Twan gonna hang out on Sunday. Like I never had that phase. Like I just, oh, that always just felt wrong to me. Like to be talking to multiple, even if I'm not doing anything with them. Like I don't know. I can't keep up. Sorry.
I never really
I
did
be
that neither. Like
the
now,
wrong name. Like, child, look. Mm-mm.
like I'm doing it now a little bit, but it's weird because like
Yeah.
I gotta keep like it's so funny because before like I got to this stage, I was dating somebody from like I think from like August, and it started out like, yeah, you just about to be my homie, but then like we both start catching feelings. So now I'm like, we not together, but like you're my guy. Like we don't have labels.
So
I don't want
that's
to see
what I'm
nobody
saying.
else. Yeah.
When you're dating someone, right, and the feelings get involved, like how do you proceed with that? Like, does it then make it complicated to allow them to date other people, or does it make it complicated for you to pay attention to the other people that you're dating? Like, how does that
It's
work?
weird because that's my toxic trait. Like, you know how people, so my toxic trait is that, like, I'm telling you, I just want this, that, and third, but my emotions and the way we acting is, I mean, we're in a relationship, but I don't want the title of no girlfriend or anything. But in the same token, like, you could go have fun with other people, but you can't have too much other people. Like, it's really complicated. It really is. And I'm undecisive too. So that makes things even worse. Like, it's even to the point where, like, I don't even know where we stand at right now at this point, but like, you my guy. And I don't want to
Right.
hear that you hanging out with other people either.
That's
But
what
that's
I'm
my
saying. That's why I can't do it, because once my feelings get involved, I'm gonna expect for you to feel the same way.
Same way,
Or
yeah.
not, like even if you don't feel the same way, it's gonna go into a respect thing for me. And if that's gonna be a problem, then I ain't gonna be able to talk to you no more, because I
Yeah.
started going through your phone or texting you 2 o'clock in the morning, like, so you with Keisha?
Right.
Like,
And
what
it,
you
it
doing?
does get to that point. Like, because it's like I don't it does get to that point. So you're right. I don't really don't know. I don't
It's
know. I
life.
really
We're
can't
figuring it out as we go.
period. Just know that you better not be humping nobody else. And that's all mine. Like but you can go you want to go to movies, go to movies. Y'all better not kiss. And you better not be humping. That's it.
I feel you. I feel you. Oh, Darnay left a comment. Darnay says, especially if you're in a relationship and you meet a male just to be friends with, but then they want to disrespect your boundaries. So it's like, damn, can't we just be friends without talking about sex? And that's my point. Like, I feel like I have I have one male friend that's like really like one of my best friends, like since I moved to Jersey. And like that's like my bro. Like I talk to him about personal things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we just keep it all the way a buck with each other. And then never, like, we never crossed, the boundaries. So I feel like it all depends on the guy when it comes to that, because first of all, a guy is going to look at you and the first thing he's going to think about is if he's attracted to you or not. If he's attracted to you, 9 times out of 10, somewhere along that line, he's going to try to make a move. And then that's up to you whether to shut it down or take it up. And if you shut it down, do you continue the friendship? Because now like, this, he looking at me like this. So can we really be friends? Like, or is he always going to be trying to push up when I just want to have a male perspective of some sort sometimes?
That's why no, and I understand that because that's why, like, in a weird way, like, all right, I feel like my baby dad, like, mine is our, relationship or whatever. That's really my friend. Like, I could sit and I could talk to him. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like we know how to. That's one thing that makes us good too, because we know how to take away from being parents sometimes, and we could just, I come to you and be like, I just need somebody to talk to right now. And then we on a friendship. You understand what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? Like, even with the guy I was talking to too, like, we can talk as friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to even like try to find that within people because, like, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? So I feel as though when it comes down to the point of you wanting to hump and stuff, I just dead the whole friendship. Like, I just,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because, like, because I don't want us to be sitting, chilling, you know what I mean? And then one day you try to, act off, you know how you feeling when I already shut it down. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
we can't, I don't even want no parts of you no more. We can't be
Right.
friends. We can't be
Sure.
anything.
I feel you.
I definitely agree with that because things could go left real quick. Like I'm not gonna say I don't believe in guys and girls being friends anymore because I do, but I just feel like if you're creating a new male or female friend in 2021, that there's always like some type of hidden agenda there. Like
Yeah. And I don't
I
like
feel
that.
like it's not really I want to be your friend. It's like I'm gonna act like I want to be your friend, but what I really want to do is have sex with you and see what's gonna happen after that. And if that's how you feel, just say that so I can say no, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Shara says the talking stage is too long these days. Make a choice already. So when you say the talking stage, do you mean like
Getting to know each
relationship,
other.
getting to know each other? Because I don't really feel like you can put a timestamp on that. I don't feel like anybody should be rushed into doing anything, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because everybody is different. Everybody moves on their own time. What one person is ready for, the next person might not be ready for, and that's mentally, emotionally, because being with somebody, um, it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hell
you're
yeah.
kind of responsible for somebody else's feelings and emotions and how you make them feel and how they make you feel. So I think
And what they
talking
doing, where they going.
is great. Like, cause that just lets y'all get to know each other. Now, if it becomes too long, like me, like 10 years, then you'd be like, all right, now, you know me.
Right. But you know what's crazy though? Some people don't even really know you, be knowing you sometimes. Cause I like, even with like my baby dad, I be like, bro, like you be acting like you don't know nobody. Like, you know how I'm coming. Like, don't even play.
Mhm.
Like, you already knew this was about to happen. You know what I mean? Like, but realistically, I don't know. I don't want to say
Okay. She
people just
clarified.
be
She
acting
said,
funny. So okay.
I feel like the talking stage is where you both are playing boyfriend and girlfriend, but there are no labels and nothing is defined. But it's hard to have that conversation.
Nah, sometimes you
Um,
just gotta go into a situation, just like, hey, listen, hi, nice to meet you. I'm such and such. And then the first couple texts, y'all getting to know each other. That's when you let them know, like, listen, I want this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? That's where you clarify all that up, so you already know where it's going from the third day, realistically.
and we're talking about, I think we can all agree that we're talking about people like 30s and up. Like, cause I feel like when you're in your 20s, like you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you're kind of exploring, you're getting to know yourself, your sexual wants and your do's and your don'ts and the people that you're attracted to, because you don't know what you're attracted to until you find out what you're unattracted to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Like you
true.
gotta you
Mhm.
gotta get bad to know, like, I don't think that's not what I want. I thought that's what I wanted, but that's not what I want. And it is hard to have that conversation, but I think that's definitely a maturity thing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And yeah, I think going into things openly with an open mind and open heart is the best way to go, because that way can't nobody say that you steered them wrong. Like, I didn't know you was coming like this. I didn't know that you went. I told you. You had the option to say decline or accept this offer. You accepted it. Now what you gonna do with it?
Right.
Right.
You know?
I'm
Speaking
just.
of relationships, right? So being
Mm,
that we speaking of relationships, and this kind of like sprinkle into our next topic before like it gets too late and whatever, because I think this is a great topic to talk about because of the fact that like when like with relationship comes heartache, comes pain, comes all
Mhm.
that stuff. You have the good, the bad, the ugly, but then like you're like trying to deal with a breakup or any type of situation, trying to be sick, anything, and being like a full-time mom. Like that is I don't want to say that is the worst feeling, but it's definitely hard to cope. Like it's hard to try to like cry and as your like heart is breaking for one part of your life, you trying to still be a full-time mom to the other part of your life, like separating the two, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I'm going through right
It's
now. Like, it's
hard.
very hard to
It took me
balance
3 months.
both. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying it took me 3 months. And like the thing is, people try to hide that side from their kids.
Yeah.
And honestly, it took me going through a breakup and going through the situation to realize like it's okay if my son see me cry. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
okay for him to see that I'm hurting because you see me happy all the time, but I want you to see that like mom gets sad too. You understand what I'm saying? Because I let my son express himself. So if you see that I'm crying and stuff, and like one time I was crying in the midst of the breakup, because sometimes you just be crying. Like you could be sitting in a room and you thinking about something and you just start crying. Like you can't control it. And
Mm-hmm.
so Kai, so Kai looked over. He's like, "Mom, you crying?" I said, "Yeah, babe." He's like, "Is it because of my dad?" And I'm like, "Damn, yeah, yes." It's like we try to hide this from our kids, but realistically, it's an energy. Like it's an energy they feel like mom is sad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm not going deep into detail with him about it, but yes, I am sad, and stuff like this. But it's hard to try to manage both. It really
Yeah,
is. And like, but we get through it.
for
That's what
sure.
the late showers is for. When you go in the shower, when the kids is, what I mean, all sleep and you ugly
Yeah.
crying, you just let it all out and just put on the music and just scream
Yeah.
sometimes. Like that is what that time is for as well. Like, I don't
For
know.
sure. I'm a sleeper. Like, when I'm stressed out to a certain limit, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna sleep. Like, I don't want to be
Hmm.
bothered. I don't have the energy for playtime or any of that. Like, I've been very frustrated this week, and I've been trying like to change my pattern with a lot of things. Like I was talking to you about before, like I would normally react this way, but instead I'm gonna push myself to do keep going with how I do things. So we had movie night, we went to the mall today, trying to just keep
Keep going.
keep going, because the moment you stop and you just have that moment, that's when everything just kind of
Yeah. Mm.
so I think I'd be trying to avoid that, especially when the conversation with the other person hasn't been had yet, so
Hmm.
there's still like a bunch of holes, you know everywhere. But when it comes to
But
the kids,
also,
mhm,
also let yourself feel too. You know what I mean?
for
Definitely
sure,
let
for
yourself.
sure, but like when you're in the house all day with your kids, like you don't really have time. By the time they go to sleep, bitch, I'm not going nowhere crying. I'm finna go to sleep. Like, I'm tired.
No, I'm a waterhead. Like I will cry cooking dinner.
Yeah.
I will cry. Like we could be watching a movie. I'm crying, and it's not because I want to. It just be happening because I'm
Yeah,
hurting. Like so, I'll be
right.
letting it flow. Like I ain't gonna hide it. I'm definitely letting it flow.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is. It's really no time for us to get through certain shit like that. Like so, we do start building around the kids and making time around the kids. So now we giving all that energy to the kids.
But do you feel like when you hold so much in and you're so frustrated that you end up taking it out on the kids a little bit?
Absolutely.
Because I do.
Absolutely.
I find myself doing that sometimes.
I do too sometimes. Like, and it's not purposely, but it's just be those moments where you just be like, you're frustrated. And
Mhm.
like the other day, I was super frustrated and I went in the bathroom. I was peeing. And then Nyla came in there and she's like, I want to change my hair. And I'm like, okay. I just came in here. I just sat on the toilet. I just want to pee and have a moment of silence. And
Mhm.
then she left out, and then Cassidy came in and was like, can I paint my nails? And then I was like, not right now. maybe tomorrow. And then here comes Tobias with his little truck, just rolling it in the bathroom, riding on the truck. And I was just like, just go sit down. So, and that was like, it was like boom, boom, boom. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I think like I expect for them to see my mood change and just give me a little bit of space. But then I also can't expect that from them because not to say
Mm-hmm.
that they don't care, but a lot of times kids don't really care what you're going through. They expect to have their mom. They need their mom, so that's what they're expecting.
Right.
So it's hard to distinguish, not distinguish, but separate your moods to try
Right.
to keep going. Like, because sometimes
I
I be
don't think
wanting to be
they
like,
don't
get out of
care.
my face. Like, get out of here. Like, do you see that I'm mad? Like,
Yeah.
you hear me slamming the cabinets. Like, you hear me banging the pots on the stove. Like, why you bothering
Yeah,
me?
I don't think they don't care. I
But
think they just don't pay attention to it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that they don't care because they're not paying attention to it. It's just something that's just like, oh, that's just mom doing mom shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
how many times are like we seen our moms get upset? I mean, do mom shit and like they could be they come to find out they was actually mad, but we didn't know that they was just doing mom shit. So
right.
then realistically, and like you said, you expecting them to understand and feel, but when you expect shit, that's when you know what I mean. They kids, they know. I feel like they know what's going on, but in the same token, you also like once you understand what's going on, you got to have that conversation with them too, so they can understand a little more. You know what I mean? Because once I understood what I was going through, I did sit down with my 4-year-old because he was 4 at the time, and I sat with him and I talked to him and I let him talk back to me to let me know as much as he understood. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna understand as much as we want them to understand, but I do let him know what's going on. Like, okay, so I mean, because they used to all our kids is growing up are growing up or was in the process of growing up in a 2-family household. So like with mine's is 1-family household. So
Mm-hmm.
at some point I had to explain that to my son. Because it's like, oh, I see daddy here all the time, but oh, daddy not here no more. So what's going on, mom? But then I see you crying, you know what I mean? So they try to put it together themselves. So sometimes you just gotta have that conversation so they can understand you better. And honestly, once they understand you a little better, they try to work with you. Like if I'm sad, my son will come to me like, Mom, it's okay. Like he'll rub my back. He'll try to
Mm-hmm.
get like massage my feet. He be trying to do the most, which is it's sweet. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's definitely hard and it's definitely like kids just needy. They always want something though.
Girl, needy as hell, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because those are kids, and I have to take the responsibility for the way my kids are because they're very clingy, they're very needy, they're very dependent on me. You know what I'm saying? Like it be little stuff, and I just be looking at them like what's wrong with y'all? Like, but
Yeah.
I created those monsters that caused me the aggravation. So yeah, I know my whiteboard went up, so we starting
Oh
this
yeah.
thing. My whiteboard, for those of you that don't know, is my chore board basically. So the girls are now gonna refer to the whiteboard when they come home because I'm trying to get them to have more responsibility. And when I say clean up, I don't want to hear no arguing with each other. I don't want nobody huffing and puffing or stomping their feet because at the end of the day, you're gonna be cleaning for the rest of your life, whether you're in the house
Mhm.
with me or whether you're in the house by yourself. Because if you think you're gonna be a little nasty little girl, it's not gonna fly. Sorry, not
Yeah.
happening.
Right.
Not happening. Let's get into some of these comments.
Yes, because they are talking to us
Yeah.
tonight.
Shahira says, man, my daughters saw me hurt and they told me it's gonna be okay. So it's okay to let them know what you are going through. Well,
Hmm.
your daughters are older for sure,
I was
so
just about
I
to
think that
say.
you could have that open line of communication with them to a certain extent, but you know, some like Cassidy is 7 and Tobias is 2, so he's not really understanding much of anything. But I just try to be careful of what I do say when I do talk to them because I have my feelings toward things, which has
Hmm.
nothing to do with them, and what me and their dad goes through has really nothing to do with them. So I don't want to say the wrong things or say too much because I don't
Hmm.
want to create an animosity um, in them towards their father. You know
Mhm.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? because my personal feelings are mine. It has nothing to do with him and his children. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
that's definitely a two-way street.
That's why
Um,
when I had the conversation with Kai, like I had the conversation, and then when the dad is ready, he'll have the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So when you do have the conversation, and yes, the age does matter, but like in the same token, um, they see, you know what I mean? Kids
mhm,
see, so then they start
mhm,
putting their own perspectives together. So
right,
when you get to that point, you'll know. Honestly, you'll know. You'll get the feeling. You'll start. You know when to have the conversation with the kids.
right. And the conversation is something that definitely needs to be had because as parents, we do owe our kids conversations and explanations, even if it makes us uncomfortable. Especially
Mm-hmm.
if you expose them to certain things, you have to explain it to them. Because I'm one person, I'm super big on not creating unhealthy habits. Because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've grown up with a lot of unhealthy habits that I'm starting to see in myself now as an adult. No shots to nobody,
Mm-hmm.
nobody who raised me or anything, but this is just reality. So, I'm trying to change patterns, and at the same time, I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like you're not always gonna do everything right, but you're gonna figure it out along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
What works for you and your family, because
Yep.
everybody's children are different. Some kids
Mm-hmm.
understand or are more considerate. Some kids, they need a little bit more explanation. So,
Mm-hmm.
Nikki said we need to get some crystals and some sage and manifest some good
Yes.
energy, positive
I'm
vibes.
all for the sage. When I see you comment that, I laugh because yes, I'm all for the sage, Nikki. I'm learning a little more about crystals. I'm into it a little bit, but yes, I'm all for the sage. All for it. When my child father like moved out and whatever, I saged the house every day. Saged
Mhm,
it. I use Fansu. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's for to let the positive energy in. I saved
mhm.
everything, the couch, everything. I cleansed my whole house from top to bottom. When
I
he
know
moved,
that.
bro, when he moved,
Where
I
can you
started
find
decorating.
these items at?
Hmm?
Where can you find these items at? Crystals.
I seen like Five Below got some, Amazon
Mm.
got some. Um,
Yeah. I would
yeah.
recommend going because I've been doing a little bit of research. I would recommend going to like a actual shop because I think with sage and crystals and things like that, it's very important to get them from a clean spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That is true.
make sure that what you're getting from somebody is not transferring off what you're trying to get out.
That is
So
true.
um, there is a shop in Somerset that I did find that has like different because there's different sages for different reasons and different crystals
Mm-hmm.
for different reasons. So I have been doing a little bit of research because I'm
Okay.
trying to find better outlets for certain things
No,
because I
no,
have backtracked this week and I'm not happy about it. But I did what I did. I said what I said and I meant it.
right. Period. Like you said what you said. No, Nikki, I don't have any crystals actually. My best friend, like she cleansed some crystals for me and she gave me crystals, but no, I haven't yet bought my own crystals, no.
She said Five Below don't have
Yeah.
crystals.
I know. That's why I started laughing, like in the midst of reading it. Like, oh no, honey, I don't even think I see any info below.
No, I haven't seen any crystals in Five Below, but I've definitely seen the sage in there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to know what kind of sage you're buying because you got to get what you're directing. Like you want to know that this is what I need for what I need it for. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to get out this, because I think they have like what is it like a red girl? Don't quote me for y'all sagers. Dragonfly, I think it's called. It's red. Um, girl, I know I'm gonna send you the link for the
Okay.
because they have a website on there and they have all types of stuff. Some people have been inboxing me. I've been asking around, giving me good places to go.
I just called Pastor. Come pray over my house, please.
No, at this point, yes, I'm
You said call pastor, and listen, that's also a good thing too, because some people who believe in, who go to church and stuff, think like staging everything is a different type of aspect, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But it's whatever works for you works for you. You know what I'm saying? If you
Right.
into the sage crystals, do it. If you into praying, do it. If you into whatever you into, do what you got to do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not taking
Right.
or giving to anybody. You know what I mean?
Like I don't really get too deep in the um how can I put this? Like I'm not a Bible reader. I'm not gonna say that I don't believe what I have read in the Bible. I'm not gonna say that. Um, but I don't open my Bible up and go to scripture to help
Mm-hmm.
me, because I'm not really too knowledgeable of it. I get most of my knowledge when I go to church on Sunday and when they say we finna stand up and read this scripture, and I note it, to go back to that for relevance. But so I'm not really sure of the discrepancy with the saging and religion.
That's
I don't know
spiritual,
if it's a sin
I believe.
to
Yeah, I think
sage,
that's a
but
spiritual thing.
I know I put a status up the other day about getting a reading, and mad people hopped in my inbox like, you're not supposed to do that if you believe in God. And I was like, oh, I'm
No,
attacked.
I got a reading. No, it's like I said, it's whatever you into. Like you can believe in God and like believe in a higher power and do your own thing. Like that's the thing. Everything is, the way we was raised to do things is, and that goes back to like learning things and starting your new trend, your new things with your family. Like I got a reading the other day, and I seen your status, and I'm like, oh my god, like I definitely like do it because it was great. Like I got a reading and it was great. Like basically, my reading told me exactly what I already kind of manifested. It just was reassuring of the things that I've been going through and I've been seeing and saying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
and you could like when you go for readings, it don't always have to be. It's whatever you ask, whatever you
Yeah,
ask.
it's what you
You know
want
what I
to know.
mean?
Like, ain't nobody finna tell you
Yeah.
you finna die on September 23rd, 2039. Like that's not what it is. And I think a lot of people, Ty does his readings, like his live readings on Facebook, and I've commented on his and like asked him a question, and he was like, it resonated with me for real, for real. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of spooked me out a little bit because I was like, how these cards tell you all that? But he was so I think I'm gonna look into that eventually,
Yeah,
just
do
to
what
see,
you want to do, sis.
because God know my heart. I'm not, you
Mm-hmm.
know, he
Oh,
know what's in my mind. So,
I don't see
right.
nothing wrong with it.
but not
Whatever works for you. Ooh.
Nadira says, be okay with
Veronica.
talking, be okay with talking to your children about feelings and don't think about it as being disrespectful when they're expressing them. I am 100% for that.
110% for me.
Absolutely. I always tell, say how you feel and don't feel like you're going to get in trouble for it. You're entitled to these feelings, you're feeling them for a reason. So I want you to say it, because
Hmm.
Nyla is like such a reflection of me. And it's
Hmm.
so spooky because when I was a kid, I was terrible at communicating. Like, I was scared. Like, I didn't feel comfortable vocalizing how I felt. And it wasn't because people made me that way. It was just the fact that I guess I kind of put in my own head that I was going to get in trouble because of what I was feeling. So
Hmm.
I would just write notes to my dad before I went to school, and I would slip him under his door and I would leave. And I'd be like, okay, by the time I get home, he'll read the letter and he'll know, and then we'll go from there. And that's how I would communicate. So, I have this book that I made a while ago. So we kind of write notes back and forth to each other. Like she'll pass it to me, I'll pass it to her. So
Hmm.
that's been a good thing for her
Yeah.
and I, because she's not a talker. At least maybe not to me. Maybe she talks to like her aunts or my mom.
Hmm.
Kids, it's so much easier to open up to somebody other than your parents.
Right.
You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're at a different age. But I kind of want her to know that I'm always here, even if I don't like what you're saying. Like, if you come out and tell me that you're a lesbian, I want you to be able to tell me that. You know, if you
Yeah.
tell me that you had your first sexual experience, I want you to feel comfortable telling me that. Like, if you tell me that you beat somebody up, I want you to be able to tell me that. Like, I want you to be able to come to me no matter what it is,
Right.
and
Mhm.
just let's kick it and let's talk about it and figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
That is so funny because, like, in my household, so your home is your sacred space, right? So I let my kid. We have a motion chart. If you don't know how to express yourself, I'd be like, go to the chart. Show me how you feeling today. You know what I mean? And then, like, if he angry, he got a little, he got a little punching bag. Express yourself 110%. And I feel like Kai, like me and Kai, we really be sitting and talking. Like in the mornings when we getting ready for school and for work and stuff, like we'll have full blown conversations. Like it's weird because like half of the stuff we be talking about, you be like, you and your like 5 year be talking about that. Like I make it okay for him to come to me, and I have noticed lately, oh, like since he's been starting school and whatever, he's getting more comfortable with coming to me. Like the other day, he was like, "Oh, mom, so guess what? I was like, I'm the line leader tomorrow, and anything." Like, or he comes to me and be like, "Yeah, mom, I'm mad." Okay, what you mad about? Like, let's talk about it. So I always
Mhm.
leave that line of communication open at a young age. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I want you to feel comfortable, like you said, coming and talk to me about anything. If you upset, be upset. It's okay. Because the thing
Mhm.
is, like, people look at kids like, oh, they just kids. But no, they are kids, but they're just little humans with so much emotions that they don't know how to express it. So if
Right.
anything, definitely I'm leaving it open so you can come to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like even if you upset and you just want to scream and stuff, you could scream. I won't even react to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're little humans with all that emotion and don't know how to get it out. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
That's
So
Cassidy. She's gonna tell me what she feel when she feel it. Period. Like, sis, don't, she gonna let you know. Like, so that's one that I don't feel like I really have to worry about with communication, because that one right there, she just act, oh, you told me the other day that I can't paint my nails, so can I do it tonight? I said, well, I'm gonna about to be on the podcast, so not right now. You told me not right now the other day, so is it not right now? Is it later? Is it tomorrow? Man,
yo, Cassidy and Kai
yo,
really remind me
yo,
of each other.
it's
It's so funny.
crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, I see Chantel's comment.
Yeah, I
Chantel
love
says
this.
readings are okay, but not messing with the spirits. But everyone has different views on it. I had a reading recently because someone came to me on their own as a stranger, and it was spooky and real, so I believe it. I think that's why a lot of people are afraid to get readings, because they're misunderstood about what it is. You see in movies and you see like on TV shows, somebody go get a reading, like Eve's Bayou. I know we all done seen that movie, and she went to the village and the lady like with the bones, and she breaking up the paper, and she like, you the widow. Every man you gonna be, we're gonna die. Like, I don't there. It's not that way. It's really like, from what I've been researching, it's what you want to know. There's different types of readings,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that everybody should just do their own research. Me, I'm not messing with no spirits.
You know,
Anything that anybody that passed on got to tell me, they can tell me when I get there.
or they better
Right
come visit
now,
me in my dreams.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to talk to nobody, and nah, none of that. Nah, none of that right there.
yeah, no, because that's true. Like I don't come if you don't come visit because you know how some people come visit you in your dreams and your sleep and stuff. You can do that, but as far as me going to look for you and go knock
Yeah,
and wake you up, no, honey,
nah,
you okay?
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Write me something in the cloud if it's that serious, because I'm not going to look for you.
I
I'm
miss you, but boo boo. I see you when I get there. I see you when I get there.
Mm.
Deborah says that's a great communication method. Yes, I totally suggest that. If you have a child who's not really big on verbally communicating, get you a book, and you know, it's a journal. It's like we used to pass notes in school, right?
Mhm.
Write each other notes. Sometimes it makes them feel more comfortable when they don't have to say it face to face. Or it's been working for me, so I suggest anybody can try it.
I'm gonna have to try
Deborah,
that.
Deborah also says all those practices are real as well as religion. It's just what you choose to believe in. I
Period.
absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. They are. I do think that they are real. That's why I think it's very. You should, when you go into it, be very clear about what you want to know. Like, cause you might hear something that you don't want to hear. Like, don't
So
go
you
ask
get
is
the
me and Tyrone gonna be together next year, and they be like, you and Tyrone ain't gonna be together next year, and next thing you know, you go home and now you beefing with Tyrone, and you don't even know why. Like,
Yo, you want to hear something funny? My first reading I ever got, I didn't ask any questions. It was at like this music fest thing that we do. I had to be like, I was younger. It was way before I had Kai. And so I goes there and I'm like, oh, let me try this. So I tried it. This lady that told me I'm gonna have 3 kids. Me and the guy that I'm with is not gonna last. She told me all that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So now the next couple of days after the reading, I'm going through life like, damn. So we ain't gonna be together forever. But it was only for a couple of days, and I'm like, but 3 kids? I don't even know if I want kids. Like it was so funny. So yes, it definitely.
so they don't just start reading. You just got to tell them what you want to know.
In some aspects, in every like it's like multiple decks of cards that
yeah,
they come from. So it depends on like when I did my last reading, I didn't ask any questions. I just let her flow, and it like it just came out. And like
Okay.
as it came out, and as she's telling me my reading, I'm just like I'm so excited. Like if anybody know me, I'm always excited. That's my favorite thing. I'm like I'm so excited. So like as you're reading it in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy because this is exactly what I've been manifesting and building and talking about and been feeling for a while now. So it really
Hmm.
depends on the card reader, on you. It depends on all that.
Okay.
for sure. Next time Ty goes live, because he does his community reading sometimes on Facebook, I'm gonna tag you because
Okay.
Okay.
it's really dope. Like he does privately too, but it's super dope. Like the first time I was like, let me get off this live, like, cause you got me over here rocking back and forth in the chair and like, but I was like, wow, because you don't know, like, you can have people tell you like, oh, I had a reading done and it was so accurate, but you really don't know until you
Yeah,
experience
until
it for
you experience
yourself.
yourself.
Hmm.
That is true.
So I'm gonna see. Oh, Ivory Lynn says my son can talk to me about anything, but I let him know sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it. Just be respectful when you express it. That's true. Yes.
That is true. That is true.
Like, don't
But
come to me
sometimes
kissing. Like, let me tell you this shit. Like, don't come on. We ain't cool like that. Don't. You know.
no, but you have some parents who allow their kids to curse.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
not
not
one of
that
those parents.
parent. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not that
Yeah.
parent.
I ain't playing that.
First of
Mm.
all, my son, like speaking of communication, he came to me and he was like, Mom, I don't like when you say those bad words to me. So he don't like when I curse like at him. And I'm like, okay, like so I apologize when it come out because sometimes it just be like, okay, I apologize, but then sometimes I'll be like, go sit the fuck down like that. And he be like,
Yeah,
Mom, can you please just not say that to me like that? And I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna let this slide for a little bit, but but yeah, no, it's definitely you definitely right. Don't
for sure.
Okay, Deborah.
Um, what Deborah said.
don't mix
Deborah
them.
said the only thing I would advise is find what practice and religion that works for you and stick to it. Don't mix them. Okay, that's understandable. I think I'm gonna do a
No,
little mixing though.
yeah,
Only
that's what
one
I'm
time,
saying.
just because I want to have, I want to try it. I don't know how it conflicts. Like I said, I'm not knowledgeable, so why y'all laughing? I'm so serious. I don't know how it
It's the
conflicts
no,
because I'm
no,
not
wait,
that.
wait. It's the I understand, but I'm gonna make some no for me.
No, just once, like just a little bit, because I just want to, All right, so what I'll do first is I'm gonna see how y'all get on my nerves. I'm gonna see like what the confliction is
Mhm.
with my religion and the readings before I get the readings, and then I'll decide if I'm gonna get the reading. I'm
Right,
probably still gonna get the reading, you know.
go for it.
Um
You got a
and
blanket on?
Look, don't-
huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
blame
girl. You
me.
seen I turned my camera on. This first of all, y'all don't hear the air blowing out this vent. It's
First of
right.
all, it's
It's
so
right
funny
there.
because I'm over here. You remember, I'm over here sweating, forehead
It was
dripping,
just cold.
freezing. Had a whole onesie on.
Okay, last comment. Last comment.
Right.
Um, Nadira says, I agree. My mom used to shut me up no matter the tone. Now I have a bad habit of yelling at her because now I know I have a voice and I use it. That's understandable when you haven't had that healthy line of communication. I think that when you know, you're used to somebody not letting you talk, that when you do get the opportunity to talk, you just keep going and going because you probably holding a lot of stuff in. So
Mm-hmm.
don't yell at your mom though. You know, unless you feel like that's the only way that she can listen to you. Maybe you should get you guys a book. I ain't say it was no age limit. Did I say it was age limit? I'm just
No,
saying
there's
for
no
you.
age limit to
But
it for
you know,
me.
maybe start a mommy and me book for you and your mom, and
Mm-hmm.
um, write her a note, and maybe that could be a open line of communication for you guys as well. Sometimes it's easier for somebody to process things when they have time to. So, you know, if you drop the book off to her on Monday and she reads it, you're not going to see her again on until Wednesday. It'll give her some time to probably process what you're saying and understand it and put herself in your shoes a little bit, hopefully, you know. So I think it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ivy Lynn, she definitely made like I like her comment.
Okay, let's
And
get
then we gotta start closing up. We've been chilling on that
over.
chilling
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
just went over. Forget that little hour. We don't say forget that little. Okay. Ivy Lynn says we weren't allowed to. Okay, I might be okay. We weren't allowed to either because it was disrespectful. Okay, curse. Okay, we weren't allowed to either because it was disrespectful. So with my kids, I allow them to express themselves. If he's mad, I tell him calm down, and when you're calm, let's talk. For sure.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, in my household growing up, my mom, like, if she felt as though that you were talking back to her, which wasn't like talking back, we were having a conversation, and the conversation didn't go the way that she wanted it to go, she would feel as though that we're being disrespectful. And realistically, it's not being disrespect. Like when I talk with my son, like it's two things. Like I'm either we're having a conversation or I'm telling you what to do. But in any aspect, like you just got to set those, separate the two boundaries and stuff. Because in my household growing up, whenever you express yourself in any way, in certain ways, is you're being disrespectful. So I definitely get that because, like, I don't know.
And everybody expresses themselves different. Some people just really have a lot of anger, you know, and they might
Mm-hmm.
not even know where it stems from, you know, or they might know, but the people who are causing it don't want to acknowledge it or don't want to take
Mm-hmm.
responsibility. So it makes it simmer even more. You know, it's nothing worse than having your feelings brushed off to the side by the person that's causing you the trauma.
Yep.
So I definitely understand because I felt that way for a long time, like being around the person that molested me and my cousin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at first it was like difficult because it was like somebody knew, but we weren't allowed to tell anybody else after it stopped. So
Right.
then I started, as an adult, I started to become upset with myself because it became like a normal thing for me to be around this person as if it never happened, because as a child that's just kind of the way life just went on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
chill with you, I could go out with you, I could have dinner with you and our family like it was nothing. And I had to kind of sit back and realize, like, Sabrina, that's not normal. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm so forgiving, and I really 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 dislike that about myself in certain areas, because you shouldn't be forgiving of certain things. But I blame that on that, because
Yeah.
I feel like if I could forgive that, then why can't I forgive you? I always compare, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's realistically is not anywhere near the same thing. So I think we all just need to create new habits with our children and break those curses, because A lot of it is generational curses, and we now, as parents, have the opportunity to do things different. And it doesn't matter what anybody else's opinion is. The people who raised you, they can give their opinion, but at the end of the day, you're the parent, and you're going to raise your child how you see fit and how you see that is healthy for them. And I support everybody who want to do that.
Exactly.
Teach your
Absolutely.
child different, and that first starts with changing things within yourself, so
Yeah.
that you pass things along to them unknowingly, because our children are us.
Absolutely.
And please, you know what I realized lately too? You have to face your own demons in order to understand your own self as an individual in order for you to teach your child or teach the next person, friend, like mainly your child. You understand what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
had to realize now as a parent that like my some things that my mom taught and the way she did certain things, she only did it because like she didn't know no other way to do it. You get what I'm saying? Because being a parent, I mean, you're learning every day. So I mean, it
Right.
was a lot of things that I would like fault my mom for, but then now as I'm getting older and I'm understanding, like I can't fault her
Yeah.
for something that she wasn't taught as a child or something she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't taught as a parent. And so I mean, I forgave, I understood, and then now I know how to go about it with my own child. You understand what I'm saying? So we
Right.
also got to do that. Yeah, like we also got to do that too. We got to accept our mistakes as well. Or
Yeah.
no, that's not the word.
Accept
I
and
don't know.
acknowledge. Accept, yes,
Yes.
accept and acknowledge for sure. Accept and acknowledge, because we carry things
Yeah.
with us that we don't even think we still carrying, but we are. So that's why I support everybody going to therapy.
Oh yeah, and one more thing I wanted to say. Yes, I go to therapy every Wednesday. But
Yeah.
listen, I also want to say like definitely like while we on the communication thing, we gotta understand our kids have their own life too. No matter how old they are,
Yeah.
they going through their own things. You understand what I'm saying? So like we don't know what our kids going through when they're not with us. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
even if they come talk to you or don't come talk to you, I feel like you should always be understanding. So like when they come out and come to you angry and come to try to express things and they do come out angry sometimes. I mean they like how can I don't know how to word this really. It's just coming out, you know what I mean? Because what I did learn within therapy and everything, people attack the people attack the person they love the most. That makes sense. So our
Mm-hmm.
kids, like we feel like our kids are yelling at us and attacking us or being angry and being upset and stuff. And is I don't think it's intentionally towards us. They're just more comfortable with us. That makes
Right.
sense.
No, I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yep.
I need to I need to learn how to word things better.
No, you're saying
It's
exactly
fine.
how you're supposed to say it, child.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really our last comment. Boom. Parenting has no handbook. That's
Absolutely.
that.
It
There is
sure
no
don't.
handbook. There is no cheat sheet. There is none of that.
Nope.
Everybody's life is different. Everybody's parenting is going to be different. Everybody's journey is going to be different. You just do the best
Oh,
that you
thanks,
can
Dad.
do. And
Right.
that's, but we are over time by 26 minutes. So until next
Okay,
week,
Deborah.
next Sunday, thank you guys for tuning in.
And
Yes.
remember, definitely hit us
Again,
up. Definitely hit us up with conversations y'all want to talk about. And we do apologize if we don't get to the comments as much as we want to. We definitely see your comments, and it's hard, like we want to get to everyone, but it's hard
Right.
sometimes because we be deep in conversation, but we definitely see it. We appreciate it, and thank
but
you for
don't
the
worry,
support.
because that's why when we have our in person, because we're gonna do this in person, live and direct.
Yes.
Yes, I
Free
cannot
time.
wait.
We have some
We're
good
gonna
things.
be able to. We ain't gonna put no time limit on it. We're gonna put a time limit on it, but it's gonna be more than an hour. And we're gonna get deep. We're gonna be interactive. Like we wanna. It's a different experience when everybody is all together. So
Yeah,
don't worry, you guys. Once the snow and everything get out the way, that's about to come. Be on the lookout for that, because we are definitely putting something special together for
yes.
you.
Yes.
And good
And
night,
don't forget to
everybody.
follow us, email us, and all of that good stuff. And we
Now
love
let's
y'all.
be honest. What's I don't. Instagram be trying to play us out, y'all. But definitely,
Girl, I'm gonna delete that Instagram account because. Okay, so the problem with Instagram is that Instagram only allows us to put up to 60 minutes. So what I did was I edited our last video and tried to put it up there, and I made it exactly 60 minutes, and it still rejected it. So we can't put it on IGTV. So we do always put the episodes on YouTube. Just Mom and the Podcast. And of course, they'll always be available on our Facebook page. Yes. Like we said before, our inbox is always open. Just give us time to respond because we are just momming during the week. And, give us suggestions on topics. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. Maybe something that you're going through during the week that you want opinions on from the other ladies, the other moms. So hit us up, y'all. Don't be shy. And
thank you. Until next Sunday.
Until next Sunday. Love y'all. Bye.
I love you.